What's up, guys and gals?
Hi.
And animals.
Hello.
Hello.
What if I just talk like this the whole episode?
Nope.
Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to another episode of What's the Diff? Podcast where we dive into topics that are really similar but a little different. Things that often get confused. Things you might not think about. Things that you wish you knew more about but haven't had the time to look into. Don't worry, we looked into it for you. And after every episode, you'll be able to say,
Actually.
a little more.
I'm Son Goku Josh. With me today is words, sentences, phrases, Cully,
That's me.
and Explorer Keenan.
I saw some exploring places.
Today we'll be getting into animation versus live action, space exploration versus ocean exploration,
Exploring.
audiobook versus physical book. At the end, we'll be unveiling our new segment, Coley's Question Quandary.
Yes.
Let's go to this question quandary.
Question quandary. Welcome. I feel like you shot down my voice earlier pretty quickly, and you didn't give it a chance.
You're right, I'm back on
Correct.
board.
Yeah, that voice sucked. Do that one.
You're like, no, immediately. Nope. Have an opinion and or want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail or a text at 802-884-3553.
Bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
Ding. Also, you can support us on Patreon.
Please.
Please.
I need help.
Yeah, so which one of you wants to start off? Okay.
Let's explore the idea of Keenan going first.
How was you on?
I thought it was funny.
Can you soundbite me in? Play something that's going to get me in here. Yep. So apparently, space and the oceans they're different.
Huh?
But what is the difference?
You don't say.
In terms of exploration, I was curious because what do you think? Do you guys think we know more about the ocean or more about the space?
Space.
Ocean?
No, we know more about the ocean.
Do you think we've explored more of the ocean? Do you think we've maybe not like personally explored? Do you think we've mapped more of the ocean or mapped more of space?
Ocean?
Who do I look like? Neil deGrasse, Jacques Cousteau, Tyson? I don't fucking know.
Cool.
I know that the ocean is scary as fuck.
I know I've only mapped a very small percentage of it.
Yeah.
Here's the answer. I'll tell you right now first. Here we go.
Yes.
We know significantly more about space than we do the ocean.
So I was right.
How weird is that?
It is weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because, like, space is there, but ocean is here.
Yeah, it's not weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yes, because the fucking ocean's creepy, dude.
It's hard to see. You stick you aim a telescope at the ocean, you can't see that far down.
You can't, but you look up and you're like, look, there's like stars and shit up there. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, there's just nothing, but you're floating out in the middle. Imagine, get yourself in the mindset. You're in the middle of the ocean
Okay.
on a raft.
All right.
That's horrifying. That's fucking terrifying. Like nothing around you, just water. Nope. Now, you're up in space. Okay, you're in a little capsule in space. Nothing around you. Not as bad. Just saying.
I think we've talked about this already.
Yeah, we have, and I'm sticking to my guns.
Yeah, stick to your guns. You're wrong.
My guns are always right.
All right, so I have like
Here we go.
grease in my throat.
Yeah.
So we've mapped nearly the entire observable universe.
Yeah. It's all there.
We've sent probes to almost every planet in our solar system. We've landed people on the moon. And currently the James Webb Telescope gives us detailed images of galaxies that are billions of light years away.
Yeah, fucking rocks and shit, mate. Yeah.
So you can see so fucking far.
Yeah.
And we have telescopes which make us see farther.
Spice.
More than 80% of the ocean is completely unmapped and unexplored.
That's gross.
That's so wild.
We've only directly explored about 5% of it with submarines and deep sea robots. And even the Marianas Trench, like very deepest trenches in the world, have only been visited a handful of times.
That's where they put the bodies of the dead Transformers.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
we've
makes
had
sense.
more crafts on the moon than we've had crafts to the Marianas Trench.
That's ridiculous because
Wow.
like I feel like you could just still like put a boat on top of the Marianas Trench.
Like,
You
well,
can,
well,
but
we're
it's
here.
7 miles below you.
7 miles. That's wild.
God.
So because there's no physical barrier like water in space, you can see far, and you can use sensors to like map things with different things, fancy stuff like magnetic waves and microwaves and things like that.
Yeah, so you can see it coming.
Yeah, and we can learn a lot about planetary motion, radiation, and the composition of celestial bodies with that kind of stuff and science and whatnot. We still don't really understand dark matter or dark energy, but we know it exists. So we've like explored a fuckload about space and extrapolated a lot. And yeah, like we even like past our observable universe, we have like an idea of what's out there. But but yeah, we've pretty much seen most of our observable universe with telescopes out there on satellites and whatnot. And because the ocean absorbs and scatters light, it makes it really hard to see anything. We know there's ocean currents. We know there is marine life, which we're still discovering new species all the time. We know a lot of seabed geography, but a lot, 80%, remains completely a mystery. And we are still discovering like new ecosystems like all the time down there. There's like these little worms that live off of hydrothermal vents and stuff. They don't need any sunlight. They don't need any photosynthesis.
Oh, they do. Yeah. I've seen those guys.
Yeah, there's like all
I was
this-
down there.
Yeah, they do like a certain type of energy where they can
Yeah.
like live off of the hydrothermal vents.
Yeah,
So
they're pretty cool.
they're just hanging out on the vent, and it's just like a dog with like its head out the window, just like
Yeah, pretty
and the
much.
wind's like blowing.
Exactly, but it's a worm, and that's
It's a worm.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then basically we have to use like remote operated vehicles to explore the ocean because we don't have to, but you know, like people die.
Yeah, that shit's terrifying. Like, what do they call that? Fucking the deep sea diving. It's not deep sea diving though. I'll come back to it. I'll
Okay,
think
cool,
of it.
cool, sweet. So sending people to low Earth orbit or LEO, like the ISS, the International Space Station, which is around 250 miles up, is super expensive, requires super powerful rockets, specialized suits, and life support systems. To go to like shallow water, you can just use scuba divers, which is pretty easy, relatively kind of like cheaper equipment, obviously. And submarines, where you can put people in, can go several miles deep. They're not always successful, but you can do that. But if you want to go to the deep ocean, below 6 miles, it can actually be more challenging in some ways than going to deep space.
Spies.
So the pressure 6 miles deep is 1,000 times the pressure at sea level.
Yeah, saturation diving is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
You have
So
to, like,
even past then, though, you can only use like submersibles.
it's fucking crazy.
So yeah, it's 1,000 times more pressure, which is insane. So 7 miles deep is over 1,000 times more pressure. You would be crushed immediately.
Well, yeah.
Eviscerated.
Look at the submersible guys
Yeah.
over there. That they just in a blink of a second, not even that, like
Yeah.
faster than their brain was able to process
Gone.
something was wrong. They were gone.
Yep.
And with the saturation diving, why I bring it up is you have to pressurize the vessel and like depressurize to get it back, but it takes a while. And something went wrong on the Byford Dolphin incident, and everybody died. In all four of the dudes, four of the dudes inside the saturation chamber died, but one of the guys who was close enough to the opening, where the opening just like opened a little bit, like maybe enough to put a quarter through, he was vaporized in like 0.012 seconds.
Yeah, it's about as fast as I finish.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
just gone. He was fucking atomized. And
Ew.
I'm like, you could not pay me enough.
Yeah, so in space, like, I mean, there's lack of pressure. So your suit has more pressure in it. So it's the opposite effect. But
Yeah.
but even then, it's not as much. Yeah. So yeah, deep space missions are super expensive and complex. And there's no extreme pressure, though. Unless you're, like, going to, I don't know, a planet with crazy gravity. But we haven't done that yet.
We're working on it.
But you can get 1,000 times your own pressure right here in our own world.
That's wild.
Spacecraft do require pressure or protection from radiation, microgravity, all that. But in a vacuum, structural engineering is actually really simple. because it's a vacuum. There's no pressure.
Yeah,
So
nothing's
you can.
going on.
That's why they have like a little aluminum foil built thing as light as possible because there's nothing to destroy it unless you get hit by a fucking meteor. But yeah,
Well, there's like debris in space and stuff. Like,
yeah,
a paint chip could rip a hole in a space vessel.
yeah. At that point, it doesn't matter what kind of material
It's
you
fucking
have.
crazy. But it
Um,
is. They just use like different layers of baffling.
It's
Yeah.
like an onion.
An onion.
Yeah, it is like an onion. Yeah.
But designing vehicles for
Onion.
deep sea pressure is extremely challenging. Yeah. So yeah, for short distances, like just scuba diving, the ocean's obviously easier than just taking a scuba diving suit to the fucking space. Like that's it's hard. But if you're doing extreme depths, it is much harder to go. Like space is paradoxically much easier because it's just a vacuum. So yeah, people have gone to space. 600 astronauts have gone to space. But to the deep ocean, only 20 people have ever actually done that.
Jeez.
Kind of sounds like we probably shouldn't go to the ocean's. Like, you should not go here. It's bad. It's scary.
Yeah. We've launched over 10,000 satellites since the beginning of the space age in like 57.
Only 10,000?
That's a lot.
That's the general estimates. That's quite a lot.
But I mean, like, I feel like with all the technology and stuff that we have, that there's so many satellites. I mean, like, you just look at like Starlink, who gives internet to everyone across the world with these little satellites on the ground. Like, they have to have so many.
Yeah, it says around
They have 3.
over 10,000 for sure.
The whole.
And then there's like
thing.
there's space telescopes, communication arrays, other research things they've done. There's been a bunch of things sent out to like different planets too, interplanetary travel between the moon, Mars, Venus, and a couple other outer planets. NASA and other agencies have done over like 100 successful interplanetary missions over the last few decades.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I want to be an astronaut.
Most are not designed to carry humans, but yeah, we've put up about 600 so far.
I want to eat like powdered ice cream and have my poo sucked out.
Jesus Christ.
Astronaut life. They poo in a tube. It didn't go anywhere. There's no fucking. It doesn't go anywhere.
Are you sure?
Well, it goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can, it'll do that. Ever see the video? What's like? I don't remember the Canadian guy in the Canadian astronaut in space. He would do like experiments and shit and film it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so wild that he like wrung out a paper towel soaked with water and like nothing happened.
Oh yeah, just made like a circular thing, like around.
Yeah,
and
just
then,
like gelled around his hand. It looked like gel. It was so weird. Sorry.
yeah, which that one's weird because they're just in consistent free fall around the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So for the ocean, we've done. I mean, obviously, there's thousands of ships sailing around the world at any given time. Well, maybe not thousands. There's a lot.
There's 3
There's three.
at least.
But over the centuries, there's been thousands. Only a very few, like probably like a few dozen, like 30-something manned submersibles have ever actually gone to the deep, to the deep ocean.
Jesus.
To the deep ocean. Yeah.
What about woman submarines? Why do we have man? We don't have woman. What the hell?
Human submarines.
There you go. People's submarines.
Yeah. But there has been a lot more remotely operated autonomous ones. And that's more of a recent development kind of thing they're going through. So that's actually a good thing to invest in right now. Remote underwater research. Yeah. And then a lot of them are reused because we don't have to like blow them up like we do in space.
Wait, we have to blow them up in space?
The most of the like 80% of the rocket used to just get incinerated. Now they try to catch it back down on Earth, but
Well, only some.
yeah.
But yeah,
yeah.
most of the time they just do the math so that it's eventually gonna be like hitting fast enough speed and hitting the atmosphere that it'll just burn up in the atmosphere. It's not like it's actually like free falling directly towards Earth.
No, I mean, I know it doesn't really come back, and I know there's like multi-stage rockets to get the thing out of there, but I thought it was just like fucking, it was just out there.
No, I think most of them they try to.
They don't make it out enough. You have to go a certain amount of distance, and the only thing that actually gets far enough is the little tiny top part. The rest of it just comes back, falling to Earth, and dies.
Okay.
Okay.
Brainwave. Why don't we do that with trash?
Back
It's expensive.
back when we were in high school, 2013, so over 10 years ago, it was about $50,000 per pound to get something into space.
Yeah.
So-
We do burn trash here on Earth, and then we use it for energy.
Yeah,
We send a lot of our trash to China to do that.
Yeah,
It's called It's called
Trash
called
burning.
something thermal.
Yeah, burning trash is actually really smart. But yeah, So it's actually harder to get down to the deep ocean than it is to space. And we've explored more space in terms of like seeing, observing, not like actually gone to, but like observed / explored with that method, telescopes and whatnot.
Yeah.
More of space, almost all the observable universe, and only 20% of the ocean. And only 5% of the ocean's actually been mapped.
That's so
Absolutely
fuck,
wild.
I hate that.
Yeah, pretty terrifying.
Fuck the ocean, dude.
In
No.
space, at any given moment, there's typically around 10 to 12 people up there. Yeah, and this counts
That's cool.
the crew on the ISS as well. And then there's also like China's Tiangong station, and then they hang out and do research together and whatnot. But in the ocean, there's only ever a few individuals, definitely less than 10 at any given time. Deep sea missions are pretty rare, given how hard they are to achieve and how dangerous they are. And if they do send people into it, it's usually like a very small crew of like 2 to 3 people. Yeah.
Saturation diving.
Keep it minimal.
Yep. So that's interesting and stuff.
So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't like the ocean. I'm good.
We'll crush you.
I
Yeah,
think it's pretty cool.
I'm all right. No thanks. Shit's going everywhere. We're off the rails, everybody.
We're off our rockers.
Yeah. I don't know. Spice is cool, but the ocean is scary to me because it's like, live, and you're there.
Yeah, you kind of feel a little animated
I feel animated about it being real.
and live.
How was that?
That was a pretty. We'll take that action.
Okay.
You know those fries, Coley? What are you doing with those fries?
Don't talk to me about fries. They're mine. Fuck off.
Just checking.
Speaking of fries, animation versus live action.
Mm-hmm.
There's some differences about them. You want to hear about it? Too
Oh,
bad. You're going to listen anyway.
I was going to say yes, but okay.
Okay. All right. So I got to start off with a question. Do you prefer watching...
Probably 14.
Correct.
Probably like 14 of them.
Correct.
Do you prefer watching animated shows or live action shows?
Live, like, does live act? I don't know what that means exactly. Live action, like just a regular show.
So maybe if I define it a little bit, we can come
With
back
real
to this
people?
question.
Real
So,
Peoples.
I'll give you the gist. So, an animated show is a television series or movie created by animating images, drawings, or computer graphics, given the illusion of movement by rapidly displaying a series of still frames. Whereas live action show is a television program that features real actors performing in front of a camera. Live action shows are often based on real life scenarios and can include a variety of genres. So basically, it's just a regular show.
Yeah.
But for my purpose of this segment, it is a show / movie that's based off of an animated show or movie.
Oh, in that case, animated usually is better.
Yeah, so yeah, like the original Avatar versus the new one that came out live action.
Yeah.
And the one
I watched 3 seconds.
yeah, and the other one that we don't talk about, M. Night Shyamalan, Shungalangamangaman.
Yeah.
What?
It doesn't matter, dude.
What is it?
It's M. Night Shyamalan made
You know what?
Avatar movie.
We will talk about that one
Oh, really?
later.
Oh my
We will
gosh.
talk about it and show it.
Ooh. We're gonna
So,
watch it.
That was the gist between the two. So some examples of live action series that can be talked about is like Batman, Superman,
Batman.
The Addams Family. Oh wait, I have a Batman drop.
Superman.
There
Nice.
you go. Batman. Saul Batman.
The Addams Family, the new Avatar: The Last Airbender, even Dragon Ball has a live action movie.
Dragon Ball Y.
WHY.
Actually, it makes you say why. Like, why did they make this? So there's some good examples of live action. Scott Pilgrim, good live action.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't know that wasn't a live action to
That was
start with.
enjoyable.
Yeah, because it was made off of a comic book.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I lost a fry already.
Don't worry, the ants will get it in the summer. Jim Carrey's version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, technically a live action.
Oh.
That is a visionary masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well now things are different.
Tim Burton's Beetlejuice. The original.
That scared me as a kid.
I never seen it as a kid. And didn't they make a new one recently?
It's good. I watched it.
Nice.
There's so much hair in my mouth.
Oh wait, I watched the original recently. I haven't seen the new one.
I don't think there's a new one out.
I think so.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, I think it came out like last year or something, if not longer.
Oh.
The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. Do you guys ever see that as a kid growing up?
Fuck yeah.
It was rad, but also like freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy. You look back at it.
Yeah. But man, was it a wonder of its time. You're like, how did they get the turtles out of the sewer?
How did they do that?
Animatronics.
Turtles are big.
The Scooby-Doo had some live action
Those are
remakes.
weird.
I like those. See, that's like guilty pleasure movie of mine. I like those.
Zoink Scoob.
I mean, it had some pretty good actors. And then, yeah, the Scooby-Doo CGI was a little odd, but...
Yeah, the CGI was odd, but like Matthew Lillard, the actor who played Shaggy, was perfect for Shaggy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, I made a whole meme of it afterwards about him just being like godlike.
What, really?
Oh yeah,
I gotta look into that.
yeah. It's just absolutely.
You made
ridiculous.
a meme of him being godlike?
No, there was a meme.
There was a meme.
made.
There was.
I'm not that original. Speed Racer came out with a live action movie recently that supposedly was really good.
Go Speed Racer.
One Piece came out with a show that goes through a few.
Oh, I heard that was really good actually.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
I heard it's a pretty good rendition of the series. Pretty true to the original work.
I haven't seen the original One Piece, but I've seen all of the new show, and from not understanding or not knowing anything about it, like it's very nice.
Good story.
It's
very nice.
It's fun. The kid who plays Luffy is just like he's fun.
Okay, because I mean that embodies the character. Luffy is a really fun, easygoing character.
He like no matter what, he's just like life is cool, dude. We're fucking pirates. It's very enjoyable. Highly recommend.
Another good live action from our childhood, Pink Panther.
A damn burger.
Damn booger.
A damn burger. Which Keenan
Oh god.
Keenan, I just had damn burger.
Doug Burger. Oh yeah, this episode is brought to you by Doug's Burgers.
Shout out, Doug's.
Yeah, so I gotta say the first time that I had Doug's was only a couple days ago after a hike. I had a chopped cheese burger, which was just chopped cheese, like burger chopped up with onion and sauce, and they put it over fries, and it was delicious.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. And then I get back from that, and like 2 hours later, Coley comes out and he's like, "Hey, I was just reading a book, and I'm kind of hungry. I'm gonna get some Doug's Burgers. You want some?" I was like, "Yeah."
So your first time you had Doug's twice?
Yeah,
That's
in like
cool.
a 4 hour period.
That's pretty cool.
That's how good Doug's Burgers.
It's
First time I had it was right now.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Doug's Burgers.
Big burger, good.
Doug's Burger.
Yeah, they
Burgers by Doug.
like smash the patty, so it's kind of like a smash burger, but it's like a regular size
I would say just
burger that's
flattened.
smashed.
I'd say it's a flattened burger.
Yeah, smash burger is very specific.
Yeah, it's smashed.
All right, fucking Jesus.
Another good live action is Detective Pikachu.
Yes.
You didn't like it, Coley?
I don't like the main character, dude. I didn't like him in that. What Justice something or other.
He's been in a lot of stuff lately, like the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
See, that's the thing. I liked him in that. He was great in that. I did not like him in Detective Pikachu. And
Got it.
I had many things about the Pokemon in Detective Pikachu. I like what they tried to do. That was awesome. Good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you might have a similar opinion of this next one. Some of the Transformers movies. good example of live action.
No, those movies are fucking terrible.
There's some. I feel like some of the original ones I had like a pretty good
Like
basis.
the Shia LaBeouf one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like our time too. But like look back at it, it's not a very good movie. But God, dude, were you watching the Mark Wahlberg one?
Yeah, we're all
Last-
watching it.
Oh
and-
yeah, in like a matter of seconds, it was like 17 different film flaws and continuity errors happened in like one scene.
Yeah.
It was
Oh yeah,
crazy.
That was funny.
It was like it went from morning to like dusk, and then he like randomly had two tools in his hands, and then walked out of a door and didn't have the tools. It was so bad. But it's entertaining to watch those kind of things because I like it. I'm like, all that shit's wrong. This movie is stupid. Let's keep watching.
Yeah, it's like they had this like grand scheme, and then they're like, "Hey, we got to chop this up even more." And they're like, "Okay, I think these scenes can probably go together somehow."
I don't think they watched it. They just like, yeah, ship it. Good enough.
You want to hear some bad examples?
Ooh yeah.
So,
Ooh yeah.
a lot of the Disney remakes, especially of late, have been considered bad.
Yeah.
People have been saying the Pinocchio was not too good.
I didn't even know there was a live action
What?
Pinocchio.
Oh, I heard about that.
There was two. There was a Guillermo del Toro version, I think, and then a Disney version.
Guillermo del Toro.
So there was like two versions, and the Disney one was like more towards like the original Pinocchio, a little bit more upbeat and like happiness, whereas the Guillermo one I think was a little bit more gritty and like more like the original story.
How do you spell Pinocchio?
Pinocchio. Pinocchio.
Oh yes, two C's.
Yeah, the ka.
Guillermo.
Alice.
They came out at the same time. That's wild.
Yeah, it's really weird. Alice in Wonderland. I think I remember. No, I was thinking Johnny Depp was in that, but maybe not.
Well, Guillermo del Toro's was animated.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it had live action elements, or was it stop? Oh, stop motion.
Yeah, it was stop motion.
Yeah. But the Disney one, I think, was live action. That wasn't so good. Alice in Wonderland was also considered not so good. The Aladdin that came out recently, not so good.
It's pronounced Aladdin.
Aladdin. Dumbo did not get any raving reviews. The Lion King was supposedly not that good, even though they came out. Didn't they come out or are coming out with like Mufasa, which is still in the same universe of the live action?
I don't know. They're trying. Yeah, every movie nowadays is like trying to turn into Marvel because they did so well.
I saw.
Like, let's make a multiverse about movies.
I saw a shitty movie detail thing today that was the Titanic got like 2.2 billion at the box office, but yet still failed as a universe compared to Marvel. Could you imagine the Titanic universe? I
Yeah,
can't.
that movie. The second movie is called Iceberg.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like that was a one-time story.
Yeah, it was on shitty movie details, so it's a
It's a
meme-
joke.
It's a meme subreddit. Usually makes fun of people for stuff like that. Mulan was another one that
Oh, I didn't like that one.
it got a lot of praise in China, but it didn't get a lot of praise over here.
It wasn't the same story at
No?
all. It was so different.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was weird. You can't beat the first OG Mulan.
It's just a good story.
Like all of the good parts about Mulan was they were not in the movie. I was like, I feel ripped off. They did some shit, but it was like, meh.
There are some notable ones. Other notable ones that weren't so good. There was a Kim Possible live action.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, I the only thing that I've been able to read online is people were like, the Shigo actress was great.
I'm gonna look that up and see who the actors were.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Dragon
I watched the last half of this because me and one of my buddies were, for the first time ever, we were trying to sneak into a different movie, but we got the wrong theater. So we just snuck in halfway to that one, and we're like, okay, well, we're a little bit afraid to get caught, so we're just going to watch this. The Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, as Coley says, people don't like to talk about it.
But,
and the last bad example, some of the Transformer movies.
Oh my God, the Kim Possible movie got 3.8 out of 10.
Oh my God. That's terrible.
That's a flop.
So, yeah, there wasn't a whole lot between the differences between animation versus live action. The stories can be different. The CGI and stuff can make or break it. It seems like most people like the original material more.
Yeah, you can't beat the OGs.
Well, there's some OGs that you can beat, but these were not the ones. So, you guys want to see some funny clips?
Yeah.
I have clips from the Dragon Ball Evolution movie, from the Dora the Explorer live action,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
and from The Last Airbender. I'm going to try and do this somehow without fucking everything up. Whoa.
Oh my God, that was loud. Sorry.
That wasn't supposed to be loud, but it might be loud again. It's weird. It's like it's opening as like a... Here we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties getting fixed. And we're fixed.
Nice swing, good form.
What the hell?
Doing good. Hey, Fuller.
Who is this? It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be Dragon Ball.
Why is he?
Okay, for the people who aren't watching it, the noise was him sliding on his head back and forth on a car as some guy was trying to hit it. You watch that clip. It's so fucking weird.
That's an edited clip, but
yeah, it's like a.
But like
clip.
that action like stuff was like what they were like, oh yeah, this is like the chosen one or something. Like the whole story is just kind of dumb.
Well, it's not Dragon Ball.
No, it's really not.
Like it needs to, Dragon Ball is over the top. Like you punch someone through a fucking mountain, and then you scream at each other. You get set on fire, and then you punch each other through mountains again.
Yeah, shooting like giant energy blasts at
everybody
people.
knows
Yeah.
Key blasts.
You need to scream at the moon, and then you make a ball of energy, and then you just drop it on someone's head.
Yeah, you'd be dropping it.
That's what you want.
All right. Speaking of dropping it like it's hot, let's see Dora the Explorer. So to preface this clip, which is an ad, so I'm just gonna do that. But it's basically like Boots is talking for the first time in this movie. And it's like most of the way in, this is like, the Dora is having like the worst time ever and having this hardship and is trying to get through.
Who
And
the hell's Boots?
Boots is her monkey.
Okay.
Boots.
And you won't believe who is voicing Boots.
You shouldn't have done that. So what if he's a double-crossing mercenary treasure hunter? My parents are gonna show him the treasure, and he's gonna let us all go.
He's really cute.
He is very cute.
He's gonna kill them. Isn't he?
Oh.
He's gonna kill all of us.
Oh my God.
Like the whole time she understands Boots,
Oh,
And he's not saying anything.
but just make
I
noises.
can't save them. Not by myself.
Okay, rude. You have Boots right there.
yeah, you just fuck everybody
Just a
else.
kid.
It is the Dora movie.
You're not a kid. But you're not a grown-up either, Dora.
What the fuck?
Oh,
You're a teenager.
oh my
It's a
God.
super confusing time.
Danny Trejo? Are you kidding
The
me?
fact is, you're right. You can't do it by yourself. Good news is you have
What
friends
the
now.
fuck?
And together, anything is possible.
Boots, you can talk?
What the hell?
Hey, Boots, come on. Boots. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, did you guys hear that?
You talking to a monkey?
No, Boots was talking to me.
Maybe she hit her head.
Oh my god, the fuck.
They got Danny Trejo to be the voice of Boots. That's kind of funny. I like that.
It's so dumb. And then, all right, Keenan, this one's for you. This is the Avatar: The Last Airbender. They're showing some fight scenes that they had using the CGI and stuff.
Is this the new one or the?
No, this is the movie.
Oh, not the show, the movie. Yeah. It's
So this is the action-packed scenes that you could see, and like the Earthbenders moving the rocks super slowly.
It's so bad. I like the airbending part because he like slaps air and there's no air. It just kind of like puffs and some guy goes flying. You're like, what? Like that's what I think. Obviously, the animated was better because you could show in the animated like when Aang airbended did you could see like the little like light blue, sky blue puff, and that made sense because like it's animation, so it's not real, but he's a little puff of air,
Yeah, which I think they did better in the live action show that they did recently, showing some of the air stuff that was happening. But yeah, it's really hard to beat the original.
Oh yeah, that's too good.
Which I think with the live action, the hardest part is the fact that it's a lot more expensive, so they can't stretch out the story compared to live action. Which a lot of these examples that I gave are movies, right?
Yeah.
So they have to get through it all within an hour and a half, 2 hours. Whereas,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
True.
But even like a live action show, like The Last Airbender, it goes through book 1, but it took 8 episodes. Of course, they're an hour long, but 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Whereas the original series is 20 to 24 episodes in a book, and it's like 24 minutes for each one.
So much better. Oh my god.
So the pacing is a lot different.
I will always love the first Avatar. It's so good.
It's so good.
Korra is not bad either. I like that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So yeah, that's basically all I had on action versus live action. I remembered that the Dragon Ball movie existed, and how terrible it was.
Completely forgot about it.
I didn't pay money to see it, and I still wish I had my money back.
That's fair. Wow. I like that. That's good. I'll get your money back. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I'll hustle somebody for you.
We'll get your money for you, all right?
We'll get your money for you.
We're gonna get your money from that guy over there. I know him, trust
We'll
me.
crack some heads. Crack some skulls. Do you hear that?
Ain't nobody gonna take from my boy Josh and get away with it.
What'd you say?
Ain't nobody gonna take, man.
All right, Don. You're too old now. You can't be a mafia boss. You're shouting at the wall there, Don.
You're the worst kind of autistic.
Yeah. I'm not autistic. Okay, acoustic. Fine.
Who's here? We gotta smash next, boys.
Oh Jesus.
Careful, you might get in trouble with the law and get the book thrown at you.
Yeah, you get thrown with the book. Speaking of books, hey, can you guys read?
No.
All right. Oh, that's why we do a podcast. That's right.
I'm known for not being able to read. I'm illiterate.
You're unliterate. That's right. That's right. As in, you knew how to read, but you
No, I don't.
taught yourself not to learn how to.
It's a disease.
Oh, okay.
Josh is a little.
I'm sorry for your
I can't say that.
infliction.
Never mind.
He's
Oh
special.
wait, are you trying to? what are you gonna say? Yeah. Hey,
Take a video of you saying that you're going to kill the president.
No. No. Don't.
What? What the fuck was that from?
That's from the.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm joking.
I'm
It's
joking.
the Tim Robinson thing
I think you should leave.
where he's
thing?
like,
It's kind of like this one.
I didn't do fucking shit.
yeah, that's true. Well,
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a video of you saying that.
no, don't, because you can put it in a book though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll write it down. So books, what are they? It's a fucking book. I mean, there's not a lot on this topic, but there is like opinions on this topic. So a book is a book. You can have many different books. You can have a big book. You can have encyclopedias. You can have
Bible.
all kinds of shit.
Love the Bible.
That's not a real.
Every morning I
book.
wake up, I turn over.
That's not a real
I don't
book.
look at my phone. I look at the Bible. I
That's
go over to the Bible, drink
not
some
a
water,
real
and I
book.
look at the Bible.
Yeah, do you open it to Joshua's?
So
I go to
that's
Joshua 69:69, and
Leviticus 27:29.
I go to
Joshua 69.
69.
Josh
69.
Bible. I'm making sure that Bible's in there.
I don't think there's.
Seem to be referencing Joshua chapter 6, verse 9, which describes the Israelites marching around Jericho with the Ark of the Covenant and blowing trumpets as part of God's plan for the city's conquest. Oh, God.
Yep, they've been on that shit for a while.
Wow. Hey,
They've
religion,
been
huh?
on
That's
that
fun.
shit for a while.
Yeah, so that's why the Bible's bad.
And that's why Keenan reads it every morning.
Yep.
It's funny because it's just weird.
It's funny
it's funny 'cause
because
it's just
Because
weird.
I don't know, the Quran. What? Why is the?
That's for another episode. We'll talk about the Bible versus the Quran.
Ooh,
No,
No.
that'd be a good one.
No.
I don't want to do any of that.
So anyway, Keenan and I were working on his car today, and I noticed that you can't. Oh, that was a big ting.
Ting.
You can't read a book and work on something at the same time.
It's challenging.
It sucks.
You can't read a book and do anything else.
Yeah.
Maybe you can like sit in a bathtub.
Yeah, you can sit in the bathroom, sit in a hammock, but
You
you're
can sit
mostly
somewhere else.
sitting.
It's a lot of
somewhere
sitting.
else. There are people that walk and read, but like you're gonna fall off a.
Horse.
Don't be on a horse and read. That's a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
It's not a deer at all. It's a horse.
They're hooved animals. Is that ungulates? No, they're not ungulates.
No, but they're undulating.
They're not undulating. You know what undulates? Caterpillars.
Yeah. Wonder what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of
you
the-
know what else undulates? Horses without legs.
You know, fucking audiobooks. They undulate. No,
Audio
so-
waves.
Audio waves.
undulate.
If you're on a hike, if you're on a nature walk, if you're skiing, if you're snowboarding, if you're going for a long drive, audiobooks.
And you can't bring the Bible with you.
God, dude.
If you're going backpacking and it's too heavy because you read the Bible every day in full.
Hey, do you guys want to listen to the Bible?
Well, it gets,
I would leave you up there. I would take all your stuff and leave you up there with the Bible.
As you
Good
read,
luck.
you rip out the pages as you go to leave Jesus' words along the way.
Yeah, do that.
It also lightens your load.
Also super bad, sacrilegious, but what do I care? Ha!
Well, if they
I
didn't
don't-
print
I
so
don't care.
many.
I know, and they make really good rolling papers if you're in need. not that I've totally done that. The ink tastes like shit though, so
Yeah, so don't lick it.
yeah, you got to get like a non-inky page, but like the really thin. Anyway,
Get a Braille
it's great.
Bible.
A Bible,
Bible.
or get the Bible on an audiobook, and you can do whatever. So
Smoke that.
shit. You can smoke your Bible while listening to the Bible
You
on
can't
the
smoke an
audiobook.
audio file Bible. You
That's
can smoke
true.
a
You can smoke any
book
book,
Bible.
but you can't smoke an audiobook. So I personally like audiobooks more. I do like reading, sitting and reading, but I like audiobooks more because I can like zone out and get into a project. Like if I'm tearing down my dirt bike or something, I'm listening to like fucking Harry Potter and like ripping my dirt bike apart. And like, and Ron said this. And I'm like, I'm in fantasy land.
So you're listening to a book while you're doing something else usually.
Yeah.
Do you feel like now that you've read a book recently that you get more?
Now that you've read a book recently.
I mean,
It's just funny. I know. I read my first book the other day.
Ugh, you're the worst kind of autistic.
Now that you've read a book,
It was great. There weren't any pictures either.
now that you've read a book,
Yeah.
do you feel like you get like you retain the information better compared to an audiobook? Or do you find that it's about the same?
It's about the same because it kind of like triggers the imagination picture part of my brain, but it's more of like if I'm reading a book, it's my world that I'm creating. about this book. Like, obviously, it's the book. So, like Harry Potter, for example, or Mog World, MOG World, great book by Yahtzee Croshaw. Having it read to you, like, it's portrayed in the way that the author wants. And so it's the story that the author wants to tell. And that's cool. But if you read it yourself, you're telling it with your own flair, and like you get to design your own characters and how they talk and what the scenario is and all that kind of stuff. So it's different. Like if you really want to sit down and make your own world and like be in your head and be like, this is cool fantasy or whatever, then yeah, sit down and read a book. That's great. But I appreciate being able to just like have the world made for me in my head and be able to do a task. 'Cause it's like watching a movie without having to watch a movie. So you get this cool story in your head that is somewhat built for you. And for Mog World, the example, that it's told, it's read by the author. And so it's read as like exactly how he wants it to be. And the world that he creates is like, oh, it's so good. It's so funny. It's unimaginable. But
if you get a bad reader,
yeah, there is
like,
times you can
"God
get a
damn
bad reader, but so that's hard. But usually, like the author is good at at reading. Anything that's read by like Stephen Fry is fantastic, or just you got to pick the right voice. But that is a problem. That's something you run into. Like you could have one of your favorite books, like Ready Player One, I think is read by
that's a great one.
Will Wheaton, read by Will Wheaton. And I don't love Will Wheaton, but it's good enough. But if I read the book by myself and it was cool. I had my own place, and I kind of felt like the main character when I'm reading it. Like I get more immersed, I think, if I'm reading it, because I'm creating my own world, creating my own visions of what this world is, and I'm kind of putting myself in the main character's shoes. And with it being read to me on audiobook, it's more what the reader describes, which is fine. I'm not saying there's anything bad. I'm not saying anything's bad. I'm not saying it. But it's just a different thing. It's a whole different world. If you want to sit down and stretch your brain legs, then read a book. Sit down, read, learn some shit, or read fantasy and don't learn anything, but learn a great story. That's the way to do it. But if you want to go for a walk and you're just walking down a trail, it's not that cool. It's pretty out, but not that, not like I'm hike up a mountain or something like that. But just go on a walk, put an audiobook in, listen to a great book, listen to something new, something you thought you wouldn't, maybe something you'd never read yourself, but it's easier if it's read to you.
I think that scientifically, audiobooks allow you to have more creative power in your brain. Like make the images a little clearer because you're not focusing on reading. So you're like, it's a little more creative, like for you to be able to like, make that world and like stick to it and like have the characters in your head a little better. But like, if the voice isn't like not working for you, then like it can make that kind of hard, like for me especially. But if once you get in the flow of it, like, I've noticed like on road trips and stuff, I also just like read a lot more when I'm doing audiobooks, because it's like just at all times I can read, the gym, the car ride, whatever, getting groceries. Whereas reading a book is like you have to sit down, and that's all you can do.
You
It's
can't.
a very active activity.
Yeah. So
You're just
audiobooks
doing
are
one
like,
thing.
for me, I prefer them because I can like totally listen to the story and like picture it a lot easier, because that's my brain is putting all its effort towards that creative process instead of having to read and then process that. So
Yeah, I guess that's true. In a
it's
way.
not like significant, but it's a little, I think.
I know. Well, for me, I like audiobooks a lot more because I don't know if I'd call it dyslexic, but like I can't.
Read is hard.
I can't read. Well, it's weird. I'll read some of the words and then like half of them will disappear, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I got to read that whole paragraph.
That's ADD
again.
because you're not paying attention.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that happens to me, but I'm not diagnosed, so I'm not going to say it
Yeah,
is.
I'm not diagnosed either. So
Well,
you know, I got a lot of shit
It might
going
just
on.
be something attention.
But if I'm going on a walk, like I can kind of imagine the world that's being told in my brain in my ear holes. And kind of imagine that world around me, and
you can
walk
tune
through
out and be like, "Oh shit, what did he say?" And go back 30 seconds, and then it's like, "Oh, I heard
Yeah,
it again."
I've
I'd
done
rather
that.
rehear something than reread something.
it's way quicker.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've had to reread multiple pages just because I'm like,
You're like, wait a second.
hold on now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I haven't really done audiobooks, and I think that's just where I'm lacking. I think I just need to do audiobooks. But I think it's also because I just have this almost like negative notion to it, just because it does feel like if someone read an audiobook and they said, "Hey, I read this book the other day." You know, when someone says I'd read a book, I imagine them sitting down with the pages going through like one by one.
Yeah.
I'm not imagining them working on their car or a puzzle or something while they listen to the book. And
But they still got the book in their head.
they still got the book in the head. They still got the story.
But they
There's-
didn't put the effort into read. It was like a negative stigma because they didn't sit down and read.
yeah.
And if someone's like, "I'm
so
a
what?
reader," and like you realize they don't, it's like, well, you're not really a reader. You just read it. You're listening as you're doing things.
Yeah, but so what? So you're
I
still
agree
getting
with
the point
that,
across.
but
Yeah,
that does
it's
have
like-
that notion to it.
and
Sure,
like
it
that's for whatever reason I just hold in me that bias, and it's a bias I don't like holding, but I know it's just there.
you gotta break out.
I also don't think anyone should say I read 5 books this last month if they didn't actually read them. They should say I listened to 5 audiobooks.
Yeah,
I say.
which
And
I
I'm
would-
like, well, that's not what you did.
I'm
Yeah.
listening to this book right now.
Because it is harder to read. If somebody says they read 5 books a month and they don't actually read them, they listen, that's false claiming.
Well, I feel like it's not efficient. Like I want to be doing something. I want to be like exercising or, driving somewhere.
I mean,
working
you
on
get
my
to the
dirt
same
bike.
result, but it is a lot less effort. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
there is a big difference. Like if someone is sitting down and reading 5 books a month, I'm like, okay, your priorities are reading,
Yeah.
and I commend people who can do that.
Exactly.
I'm a
It's
person
different.
who cannot do that.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, in general, if someone is listening to an audiobook and they're listening to multiple audiobooks in a month, I would love to hear about it, but I would also like them to make the claim that they listen to the audiobooks.
That's what I say. I'm listening to a book right now, or I listen. I
Yeah,
have this.
I'm like,
I
oh, what do
have
you-
this book on tape.
Yeah, like what
Which
do you
is-
listen to? It's like
Yeah.
it has a much bigger connotation difference, and like I don't know, when people are like, oh well, actually I listened to the books, like I just have this like, oh, it's like almost like a letdown of like,
Yeah.
because I mean it's just like listening to the book or something. I am picturing how they're living their life doing this activity, and it goes from them in a comfy spot just like reading the pages going like, oh my,
Oh, fascinating.
to them just sitting around listening to an audiobook while they're doing anything else.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't say I read a book if I didn't actually read it. It's odd. But, yeah, whatever. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you know the book. I don't know. I would say that I have read books that I've listened to, because
And sometimes
you
I'll
get all the information. It's the
sometimes
same
like
shit.
years later I'll be like, oh, I've read that book, and then I'm like, wait, did I hear it or did I read it? And I'm like, whatever. I read
But it gives you the same
'Cause-
information, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Also, who's out there breaking your balls over the fact that you've read it or listened to it?
I'm just saying, there's people out there. Like I've seen a lot of things where it's just like they're like, yeah, that's not actually you're not actually reading a book if you're listening to it.
Get a fucking hobby. Get a kite, and an audio book and a kite, dude. Go back to your childhood ways. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal, but I do think the distinction is helpful when talking about your life.
Yeah.
I had something interesting to say about this, but I kind of forgot what it was.
Have you guys
Oh, that's nice.
tried? I guess this isn't you, Josh, but have you tried to just sit and listen to an audiobook? Like as one would read, as like you sit and you're reading, that's what you're doing. Have you tried to just sit there and listen to an
I've been
audiobook?
on a road trip and been in the
and not
passenger
doing
seat and
anything?
just listen.
I've also had that with Michelle Obama's book.
I feel like that's traveling though. Like you are.
Yeah, but I was just sitting there.
Yeah, I'm sitting
Yeah.
there not actively doing
I
anything.
could have
So
been
that's
looking
my,
at a book.
that's my only activity. Like I actually like was on my phone playing something, and then I like one of the chapters was really intriguing, so I just like put everything down and was just listening. So, which
Yeah, that's another thing. I cannot read in a car. I'll get car sick.
Yeah, same.
It's horrible.
No, I've definitely just sat there and listened to audiobooks. Like, my room too. Just sat there and listened.
Yeah, which I think that's also kind of nice. Like the space that you're in, I think, is a lot nicer when you're just listening to it, and it has that same feel as reading the book, if not even like more, because you're just getting encompassed with the sound.
It's nice you're not holding a book in front of you and your arms get tired and shit.
And you can carry them with you and your phone.
Yeah. You got your phone's always on you. You always got your books and shit on you.
Mm.
So you got anybody's got a phone and a headphones.
Yep.
There you go.
You know, so people like fight about the audio versus like physical book, and they fight about it, and we're like, oh, that's dumb. You know, what I think is even dumber. Before, like, audiobooks were a little bit more accessible, because back then you had to like go to the library and get an actual like cassette tape or something, or like a CD or something with it.
That's why I say book on tape,
but
it's outdated.
The most dumb one is people when e-readers came out, like the Kindle when they were first a thing, and they're like, oh, that's not actually reading.
That's dumb. That's literally reading just on a screen.
How? Yeah, it's just fucking what?
Yeah, it's just e-magnet.
It's like saying listening to an iPod isn't even listening to music because it's not on tape. It is.
What? Because the band isn't there playing.
Yeah,
literally,
it's not live, so it's not music. You're wrong.
That's stupid.
I don't
Idiots.
like that. I don't like that at all.
Josh, can you reach the heater? I'm fucking toasting right now. Or I can just crack the door, actually.
No, don't do that.
Oh, don't do that.
It's cold.
Oh.
This is a momentous occasion. We are breaking the seal of heat in this room. Usually, we're sitting here freezing our asses off.
I'm toasting.
Well, you do have two
I'm
jackets
like
on.
a Pillsbury toasty muffin.
Pillsbury toast.
But yeah,
boy.
we are on that cusp between the transition of pants and sweatshirts to shorts and t-shirts and being too hot.
No, it's going to be shorts and a sweatshirt for a while,
Yep.
too. And
Shorts-
then
shorts and a
pants
sweatshirt.
And a t-shirt. And then t-shirt and shorts.
Yep.
I got
Honestly,
a few more phases.
my favorite weather: shorts and t-shirt, or shorts and a sweatshirt.
Yeah, same.
My favorite weather.
Well, no,
It
we
is
had this
pretty nice.
conversation. You said you were more of a pants and t-shirt guy as opposed to a shorts and sweatshirt guy. We had this conversation.
All right.
So you're
I don't think I was there.
it's on the podcast. I don't know which episode, but
One of the episodes. I know that I feel like I've transitioned over time. I like when I was younger and more full, I was shorts and a sweatshirt kid. And then as I've grown to adulthood and like
Josh,
being in
you were on the
house-
shorts and sweatshirt grind with me during this conversation.
Yeah, and I'm saying like over time as an adult, I've kind of transitioned to be actually more pants and t-shirt.
No, but this was like not even a year ago. You were talking about shorts and sweatshirt being better.
I'm a very different person. I'm 30 now.
In less than a year.
I'm
I'm
30.
gonna find this episode.
Okay.
Big 3-0. Yeah, I'm curious what my standing was on that. But yeah, I mean, shit, you could play pickleball and listen to a book. You shouldn't, because you listen to your partner, or your opponent. But you could. You
While they're
can't-
trash talking you.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do that. We should all play pickleball with our own audiobooks and see how well we do.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good idea. Different podcasts. You're starting them all at the same time. We're all listening to the same thing. That's fun.
We have a lot of podcasts. You guys, the listeners, you guys should go listen to more podcasts that we have. More episodes.
Ours, not other people's.
Fucking a lot of them, man.
We have many.
Yeah, I think we're up to 66 now. As of this,
God dang.
66.
That's a hell of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
feat. And speaking of feet, let's transition to. Yep, there you go. Some people are into it, dude. Oh, kink shame, except for shit that's weird. And
1 in
then
4.
Kink shame.
There's only 3 of us here, though. You guys
1
into
in
feet?
4. 1 in 4 people are into feet. I'm not.
Supposedly.
Into feet.
I'm not into feet.
I don't get it.
Keenan?
I'm in defeat.
With your wiener?
What?
He's in defeat with his wiener.
His wiener won?
Was it in our George and Shorts episode, maybe?
Oh, probably.
Probably. That makes sense.
Are you going to listen to that right now?
No, I'm paying attention. Just go.
Yeah.
When are we going?
Okay. So that it's a new thing that I'm going to start doing. This is kind of the introductory process. We don't have a a jingle for it yet, and maybe we'll keep the old jingle, but we're doing a new thing. We're not going to do trivia as in like whoever loses has to do the trivia. I have clearly proven myself to be the trivia master.
Yeah, I won
Oh, I
last
got
time.
noise for that.
Yeah, but I won. I won more, and I won better. So I think this is just these guys' way to kick me out of the game, so I can't play, so I can't win. But I am the new game master, and I am leading a segment called, what did I call it? Cully's Question Quandary. Cully's Question Quandary. Yes.
The 3 Qs.
Where, yeah, I spelled my name with a Q. Yep.
Do you not?
Now I do. It's on my birth certificate.
It's legally changed.
Yep. So it's going to change, like, before we've done multiple choice and we've done like Jeopardy-like questions and just trivia kind of thing. But now we're going to toss in some new types of trivia and questionnaires every once in a while. And that I'm going to leave as a little teaser. You guys will have to listen to the new ones as they come in. It's sadly not going to be this episode, but this is just kind of the introductory episode to let you guys know that some shit's changing, and that's the way we're going to do it. So, if we want to start, welcome to Cully's Quandary Corner.
Questions Corner.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Questions Quandary.
I'll get it one of these episodes.
We'll figure it out.
So for this episode, I'm going to read some trivia, and I want to try to do it like by category too. Like, I'm not just going to do like random trivia. I at least want it to be about one thing. Like, I did a Washington questions episode trivia thing once, and I liked doing some sort of having some sort of subject or structure. So that's what I'm going to try to do.
He's doing it.
Yeah. So are you listening?
He's listening to the
us?
episode
Are you
to
listening
figure
to the
out.
episode? Okay. Well, can you do? Can you? All right. Well, Josh, you're gonna win. So
I'm like in this minute. I have you guys talking about your preferences.
oh my god.
Oh, he's almost there.
Oh my god.
Almost there.
So here's what we're gonna do for this one. The subject is machines and or machinery.
Oh.
So
Is this a quiz based on your last subject?
what?
Planning.
No. No. No.
Okay.
Don't cheat. Don't look at my answers.
Drilling.
So, well, yeah, like I said, we'll come up with a jingle and a fa thing.
Collins Quandary Corner.
I mean, should we get the band going?
We can't play them out for maybe the last time, maybe not. We should.
Yeah, I guess for maybe the last time. We'll see.
Okay, let's. And who hired this guy to be the band? Where's our actual band? Band, let's go. Wow, we haven't fed them in a while. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That
it was
sounded a
one of
little
your
lackluster.
it was one of your things while I was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot.
It's okay.
I'll leave my French fries this time.
Yeah,
They'll have something to eat.
You can leave my fry.
Yeah, I'll fry. I'll let them lick the ketchup off my plate too. I have the burger wrapper. You can suck on that. That'll get you there. So, as I begin, I inhale spit into my lungs. I am going to ask you some questions. I'm going to try to keep count. I'm probably going to I'm going to shoot for 10, but if we get sort of tied up, then I'll go to 15 or something like that. You have to keep track of your points.
Okay.
Because that's too much shit. Can you stop touching the thing? I swear to God. Call me ADD. Jesus Christ. The wires.
The wire, pick the wire.
Do you need? You know what? I'm gonna make you a fidget toy. That way you can just like silently play with that in the corner. Jesus Christ.
It's just not right.
This is something we could have totally fixed before.
It's okay. It's only 65 minutes in.
So for the people that can't,
No one can hear this. Just keep going.
yeah, everybody can hear it,
You know what
but
they can hear is you bitching about it.
the people defensive, I see. He's fiddling with all the wires on his microphone. I can hear it. It's driving me nuts, but
I can't because my headset doesn't even turn on. Or I can't hear anything out of my headset.
I can't tell you. Okay,
Shut up. You should have you.
so here's the first question.
All right.
This is the first of its kind, which you need to guess what it is.
That makes sense.
It was invented in 1892 by manufacturer and inventor Thomas Robbins. It was designed to transport coal. Keenan,
Train.
incorrect. Josh, you got a shot?
Minecart.
Incorrect.
Damn.
It is the conveyor belt.
I should have known this. I played
Yeah.
Satisfactory.
Yeah, they made it for Thomas Edison's ore milling company. His invention won the grand prize at the Paris Exposition World Fair in 1900. So that's cool. On the western edge of the Sahara Desert, a 61-mile-long white line cuts across the sand. What is this conspicuous line?
What is it made of?
What is it? What is this line? Yes. Keenan.
Saline / salt.
Incorrect. Josh.
Internet cable.
Incorrect. Haha, trick. It's a conveyor belt again.
What the fuck?
Yes.
It was.
So this is the world's longest conveyor belt
What?
system, which travels western Sahara's desert from the that's hard to the Bokra phosphate mine to the coastal town of El Marsa near Lyon.
There's a 61-mile conveyor belt.
61-mile long white
That's
conveyor belt.
That's
It's a bunch of camels lined up.
That's exactly how to play Satisfactory.
Dudes passing a rock
What are they
to the guy next to him.
conveying?
Stuff.
Salt?
It's phosphate. It's mine stuff. This term.
Conveyor belt.
I can't. Okay, we're done with conveyor belts.
Are we?
Okay.
We are. I did look ahead. There was only two of them.
No.
The term preventative maintenance was first used in the early 20th century by which branch of the military? Who used the term preventative maintenance first? Keenan.
Military.
That is what I'm asking you. Yes.
Wait, what did you say?
I said which branch of the
the
military?
military branch.
No.
Wait, what do you branch of the
Which
military? Oh
branch-
my god.
Yeah,
In my
dude.
head I heard
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
government. Dude.
Oh my god.
Branch of the military.
Which branch? Answer: yes.
All of them.
Dude, I don't know why. I just
Which
didn't
branch
hear
of the
that part.
military? Oh my
I, just heard,
god.
I was like, my mind was like, branch of government.
We're getting the night sillies. I get it.
Well, if he's not going to
I got
answer,
a
I
fat
will.
headache. No, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, you fail. Fuck you. Josh, what's your guess?
Navy.
That is correct.
Yes, I'm on the board.
Military.
Yep. Military. That is what I'm asking you, my friend.
Oh, sorry. The military.
Conveyor belt.
Jesus Christ. It was.
It was a conveyor belt.
Oh my god. It was sought to reduce the frequency of breakdowns and improve the reliability of its ships, which is cool.
Oh, ship.
This, the largest of its kind, was opened on April 7th, 2022. It is Tesla's gig factory, and it has over 10 million square feet of flooring along the Colorado River. What is this?
What? What is it?
Yes. What is basically the largest thing Tesla made? Josh.
Battery.
Incorrect.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. What is the largest? Like, is it like the building they made? The factory? What is the largest thing they made? Called?
Yeah.
The type of thing?
Yeah, the specific type of thing. What
Say-
is it?
Say battery.
Say battery. No one's got it yet.
What is the largest type of thing they made
What is, the Tesla's Gigafactory is the largest
of its
what?
kind?
It's the largest what? Counting down.
Electric car manufacturing facility.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it to you. It's a fucking. It's warehouse. It's easy.
What?
I gave you the answer. It's a giant factory. It's a big ass warehouse. 10 million square feet.
That is
of
so
factory
big.
flooring along the Colorado River.
So
Yeah.
it took the Boeing one out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see this question, and this is why I want to ask it, because I love how it's worded. Tesla's Fremont factory, located in Fremont, opened in 2012, which, like, duh, it's a Fremont factory. What is it, in Texas? Fuck you. It was opened in 2012 with the launch of which car? Keenan.
The Model S.
That is correct.
Oh, I was thinking that.
And that will be the last of Tesla's questions, because fuck you, Elon
What is
Musk.
it? What do we? What is it here? What are we doing?
I'm telling you to keep your scores.
What is
One.
it? 1-1.
Yeah.
God, Jesus, God.
Well, I'm keeping your score too. You know, if you keep it up, I'm going to keep your score for myself.
No.
Yeah, I won.
That's not what he meant.
1-1.
Okay.
The world's largest what is located in Taisun in China. Or it's named the Taisun this in China. It's the strongest and most powerful this in the world and holds the record for 3 heaviest lifts ever.
So what do you want?
3 heaviest.
What is it?
lifts.
What the fuck am I talking about? What is it? Josh,
Crane.
that is correct.
I don't know what you're asking.
You're
I'm
like,
so confused by the format.
oh my god! Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm trying.
Listen to the words I'm putting in your mouth.
The largest blank is blank and blank and blank.
It's all the same thing. If you knew what crane was,
Oh.
it'll be more streamlined next time. Okay, Jesus. The world's fastest what is in the Shanghai Tower? What is it?
Elevator.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on.
These are so easy, dude.
That one.
Oh
makes
my
sense.
god.
Well, because you only had one blank that time.
Conveyor belt.
Could be.
Upwards conveyor belt.
It goes from the ground floor to the 118th floor, and at top speed, you're going 40 miles an hour.
Oh my
Jesus.
god! It must slow down
Yeah,
really like
takes
slowly.
55 seconds. Less than a minute, you're at the top.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I don't want to go that fast.
That's Rick and Bobby fast.
I don't either. It's just crazy.
Do you think I beat the guy going up the stairs?
Probably.
The firemen are like, "Don't use the elevator." Yeah, but it's way faster.
I'm gonna.
China's 80,000 ton what is 10 stories tall. It is the largest and strongest in the world. What? Keenan.
Bridge.
Nope, incorrect. If you let me finish.
I know they have big bridges.
It can crush diamonds.
Bridge.
Yeah, see, if you let me finish the fucking question.
Diamond crusher.
God.
Josh.
Hydraulic press.
That is correct.
Oh.
80,000 ton hydraulic press.
It's
It can
absolutely
press
wild.
diamonds into flour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it can crush.
Well, like a daisy.
You're disqualified.
Why can't I have the night sillies like this? I mean, I do. I usually do. I don't know what's wrong with me.
This is difficult.
Well, still
think I'm
tied up
depressed.
2-2. So I think I'm. I think I'm under arrest.
I think I'm under duress.
The world's first and largest what is a 2-story office building in Dubai. It measures 20 feet high, over 120 feet long, and 40 feet wide. It's made with cement.
The world's worst and largest.
The world's first and
Furls?
largest, Josh.
3D printed.
That is correct.
3D printer.
Yep.
Pre-printed.
They 3D printed with concrete a building. It took 2 days.
Only 2 days.
Only 2 days.
Damn.
Nope. Printing took 17 days, but it was all installed in 2 days.
How do they?
So in 9 days, they were able to have a whole office building.
17 days.
Yeah, 17
So 19
days
days.
to actually like out the concrete.
The fucking huh? I didn't get to do
Yeah.
do that.
I know. It's It's fucking crazy.
Hmm.
The world's largest what is the Bertha in Seattle?
Oh,
Josh.
Bertha?
drill.
That is incorrect.
Oh God, can I take it back? I have it.
Keenan, you have a shot, and if you can't, then Josh has a
The
shot.
world's largest blank is the Bertha in
Seattle. Yep.
The Bertha?
Mm-hmm.
Bertha.
What?
Tunnel.
It's a boring machine.
I thought it was...
Josh is correct. It
That's
is a
not Seattle's,
tunnel
though. That's
boring machine.
That's Japan's.
Nope. The world's largest tunnel boring machine is the Bertha in Seattle.
It's borrowed from Japan, though.
Well, it's in
It's not
Seattle.
actually Seattle's.
But it's
It was-
in Seattle.
It was used in Seattle.
but
it wasn't used in
just
Japan.
borrowed from Japan.
No, they literally made this for Seattle.
Thought it was borrowed.
No.
No.
It's over 17 meters in diameter and was used to dig a 2-mile tunnel for a new highway.
And I ran through that tunnel before it opened.
Like jogged?
Brisk run.
Well, yeah, but like that's why I'm on foot.
Yeah, on foot. It started in that tunnel, and then it did like a turnaround, and you went through the old viaduct, and then ran that, and then it ended like near the Space Needle. It was a lot of fun.
Ooh, here's a good one. The world's largest blank is a Lynx, spelled LYNXS, unit capable of handling 450 end-of-life vehicles per hour. Keenan.
What the fuck does that mean? Crusher?
That's a very good guess, but incorrect. Josh.
It's not a compactor, is it?
That is also incorrect. It is an industrial shredder.
Ah.
Yeah.
It shreds the cars?
Shreds
Shreds them.
450 vehicles an hour. That's fucking crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's like what?
What are scores
7?
at? We're
I'm at 4.
I'm at 2.
okay. Well, this is going to be the last one. I'm going to find a better one than this.
Better. More better.
That's funny.
Can you keep that one to yourself?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how to word this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The world's longest blank measures 31 feet and 6.74 inches. It was built on an easy-go frame stretched with a custom truss system. Sits on 49-inch tires that are mounted on 20-inch wheels. Josh.
Limo.
It was a very good guess, but incorrect.
Saying too much, man. The world's large.
You're not listening.
There's
is
so
what-
many. You're saying so many. What the hell is an easy go frame? I don't even know what any of this means.
You're not listening.
I am. The world's longest blank is 20 feet long with an easy go.
I did not say any of that.
Fucking something. I don't know. So many words. Say it again. So many fucking words in
The world's longest blank measures 31 feet,
31.
6.74 inches. It was built on an easy-go frame
I did say what you said.
stretched with a custom truss system. It sits on 49-inch tires that are mounted on 20-inch wheels.
It was built on an easy go frame and stretched.
See this.
What the fuck does that mean?
This I know
Oh.
because it's a brand of. Well, there's a picture there, so don't look at the picture. But it's a brand of thing. I always see it when I go to this activity. It is utilized. It is a vehicle utilized for an activity. I will give you guys that fucking hint.
on an easy go frame.
Well, can you make a guess?
31
You're hurting
feet
me.
long,
Yeah.
stretched.
You know, stretching this time out.
Dude, I'm thinking that's a lot of things, and I have no idea what the fuck it is.
And he does have 2. You have 4.
I know.
I'm gonna give it to him.
I'm just gonna try.
I'm not gonna give him the point. But
I'm
I'm
I'm just like, he's talking
about.
about how he enjoys audiobooks. Like, do you actually listen?
No,
to
he
it?
I
doesn't
was
listen-
listening to the question
No,
again.
you weren't. I had to reread it
Because it was like fucking 10 things that 31 feet, 6.7 inches on an easy go frame stretch with 49-inch tires on 20-inch frames. Something like that.
Now you got it.
very close. 20-inch wheels.
Well, okay. That's what I meant to say.
What's your guess? You've been thinking about it
Dude,
for
I
so
don't know. I
damn
have
long.
no an ambulance. I don't know.
It's a good guess. No,
Dump truck.
no.
No.
It's a golf cart.
Oh.
Said activity. Easy go.
31 feet?
I wonder
Yep.
how many people. fit on
31
it.
feet.
A golf cart's 31 feet long.
31 feet.
Could you imagine driving that into the pond?
I think you would drive through the pond.
We
You
need a
would be-
bigger pond.
You'd be over it. Like the front end would be over it, and the back end would be.
So it's a
still on the green.
31-foot golf cart with
30
49-inch tires.
49-inch tires. Yep. Big. Big.
Is that what Easy Go is? A golf
Yeah,
cart
so
thing?
Easy Go, I've always known it as like Easy Go is like a golf cart brand.
Mm.
There are other golf cart brands, but those are the ones
I'm
I
not
always
familiar with golf
go,
carts.
oh, okay. Well, you know,
So Easy Go
shows what I did as a kid. I would steal golf carts.
and go underneath them and be like,
Actually-
"Wow, this is an Easy Go."
There's
Now that
gotta
I
be an
think
Easy
about it,
Go
my
for
grandma
you.
had an Easy Go, I think.
Yeah, see,
I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure.
it's like the number one golf cart. Stupid. You guys are fucking stupid. All right, so Josh wins.
Yeah.
He wins because he can pay attention.
I can't listen to that many words.
Ugh, you're the worst kind of autistic.
You really,
the blank
you really are.
in the blank, China. 49-inch wheels, blank, China. Crushes.
Tesla.
The warehouse, which kind? That's how I heard all of that.
Well, that's
That's the way
that's
my
not
brain
how any of
processed
that
what you
was
were
said.
saying. And I was like, what?
Okay, you need to go to sleep.
Like, you say the word tire, I guess a random vehicle. You're like, good guess.
It's a
Well,
good guess.
no.
It's a
Like,
vehicle.
no, it's not a vehicle, you
well,
idiot.
fucking,
It's
one
a
of the
conveyor
questions
belt.
you just answered with what I asked you. What branch of the
Yeah,
military?
that was dumb. That was
the
I
military.
blamed that on tired. That was
oh
dumb.
my god,
I heard government in my head.
that's not what I said.
It's
Clearly,
funny because
yeah.
you asked him to reiterate after saying military, and he's like, "What branch of the
military.
And you're like,
You're
"No,
like,
it's
the military." Again,
That one was stupid.
everybody's got one, dude. Everybody's got one.
Oh man, that was so hard.
I
for
still
me.
kick myself for that shit I said about space fitting in Texas or something like that in the entire United States.
Oh, I just re-listened to that episode, and I think my explanation of it, where it's if you took all the atoms of everything in our observable universe and stuck them together, like where they're all touching the atoms, then it would fit within the United States.
Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
Something like that.
It's not as dumb as saying which branch of the military is the military.
But did the military.
Anyway.
All right, well, let's wrap it up.
Yep. Because somebody has to go bedtime. Because somebody's sleepy and cranky.
It's me.
I'm fine.
Cranky? I'm fine. Fine. I've just been tired of sleeping all day. Jesus.
Thank you for listening to this episode of
Got
What's
poop.
the Diff. Next week, we'll be discussing improv versus stand-up,
Ha ha!
Netflix versus Blockbuster,
Movie.
bananas versus plantains.
Wow. Yes,
Have an opinion on something we've already discussed.
Peel. What's the noise a banana makes? Peel.
Want to hear one of your topics debated? You can connect with
Oh
us at
my
whatsthediff.net. Leave us a text or a voicemail at 802-884-3553.
bitch.
Or send a voice clip to us at hellowhat'sthediff@gmail.com.
Bitch.
And you can join our Patreon and support us today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can listen to episode 0 and the forgotten Hot Takes 20.
Oh, man.
Never forget. Hot take 20. Never forget.
It was really good, but the audio was. I did it wrong.
It's hard to listen to, but it's there.
bad. It's there, but it is something. If it's it's some, oh God! Now I have it.
it's turning.
I gotta go to bed. My brain wouldn't work. If you guys have any like opinions on, how I have a bigger idea of how I can do the new trivia show, but if you guys have any
differently.
well, you need to listen. That's your problem, Mr. Military. There's too many words.
Too many words.
Anyway, you guys have any opinions on what we can improve on? Let us know. Let us.
They're like, yeah, kick Keenan off.
We heard you loud and clear.
Oh, I got a tip for Keenan. Pay attention.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Hey,
Be less in my ears.
I have an idea. Shut up.
Yeah, we just said that.
Mute your mic. Fuck you. We already muted his headphones, so he can't hear us.
He's one step away.
We're getting there. We're taking things away from him. Next is the mic stand, because he clearly can't not play with that the whole time.
Yeah, we're gonna just hang it from the ceiling.
He'll be like,
And then we'll hang him from the ceiling.
Oh God!
by his toes.
By his nose.
By his toes. Yes, it will be quite civil.
Wait, he buys his toes?
Yep. You don't?
No, I just get him from the little piggies.
Well, who's your toe guy, Keenan?
Bill
Where-
Clinton.
Brooklyn?
Bill Clinton.
Okay, all right. We need to end this because I don't know if he can drive home.
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn?
Bill Clinton, of course.
What is happening? All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.